Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Jenny Reaction. Now, before we get started, please make sure you like, share, also subscribe. Make sure you have all your post notifications on, because every time I drop a video, y'all be notified. I hope each and everyone's having a blessed and beautiful day. Now, today I'm going to be reacting the truth about Carmen and Corey kids, Princess and Phlo. Apparently, from my understanding, for what has been going on, this whole mess that's going on between Carmen and Corey, that one of the barbers had went to Phlo's house and was cutting his hair, and apparently his girlfriend was there. And that time, Princess and Phlo was watching Carmen's kids. And from my understanding, the girlfriend picked up Carmen's youngest son, and she went back and told the barber that allegedly her son, when she picked him up, I guess she felt the spine or something like that, and stated that Carmen allegedly is mistreating her kids. So I will be reacting to that because this did happen in Princess and Phlo's home. So we're going to go see what they have to say about this whole situation.
I hate that we got to do this, but so we're going to address a situation that occurred in our house as it pertains to Carmen and Corey and their kids. First of all, I just want to say that we're not here to get involved in anybody's relationship. That's not what we do. We're not trying to get involved in that drama. But when it comes to Carmen and Corey's children and their kids, we're not going to let nobody speak on nothing in regards to their well-being and how they're being treated, because Phlo and I know firsthand when we have them, how they are with us and how they look and how they behave and things like that. So apparently a situation happened where Phlo was getting a haircut by his barber, and we were watching Carmen and Corey's kids, okay? Now, I stepped out because I had to go to the store and get some things. I had to get some more snacks, food for dinner, things like that. And when I came back, I think the barber's girlfriend was holding baby Kaden. First of all, nobody asked nobody to pick up nobody's child. Like, I don't understand how you feel comfortable enough to just come.
I completely agree with Princess. I don't understand why she felt it so comfortable for her to go pick up Carmen's youngest son, because that right there is a no-no. You don't have to go around and pick up somebody else's child without their permission.
Come over here and pick up somebody else's kid. Like, we don't do that. Like, that's not nobody. I'm looking like, why is she holding him? First of all, when I came in here, Phlo's getting his haircut. My daughter. First of all, I have children. Okay, we both have children. I have an 8-year-old and I have a 12-year-old. And my children are very, very well behaved, well mannered, and they love Carmen and Corey's kids. They love CJ and Kaden. Those kids, when they come over here, they're very loved, and they're very well taken care of. Period. It frustrates me because it's just like, damn, we can't even get haircuts at our own house no more. Because damn, like, everybody just feel like they just gotta go and say something, and then it ain't even the truth. Like,
I bet that barber ain't gonna get no more house appointment now after he went back and told Corey allegedly this big old lie about Carmen not feeding her kids.
Be real, none of this stuff that was being said, I feel like it was just dramatic. Like, oh my God, the kids were crying. Kids are kids. They're going to cry, okay? When I watch my cousin's kids, because this is a kid house. Kids are always over here. I watch my cousin's kids every other weekend. I have my godson who's the same exact age as baby Kaden. I've watched them together before. And he cries just as much as Kaden. He walk around here crying, screaming, throwing stuff. Kids are kids. There's no difference. It has nothing to do with anybody being neglected, being malnutrition. And let's talk about that now. Because I have my receipts, because this is my whole problem with this whole thing, is that somebody got on the phone and called somebody, and these things were being said with no proof. Where's the proof that these kids were so in such disarray and disappointment and depression and all this? Where's the proof of that? Just because you came over here for 30-45 minutes to cut somebody's hair, you felt the need to go and run some information from a little experience that you had over a haircut about some kids who was crying, and he's drooling because he was teething, sweetie. Oh, she picked up the baby and he was drooling all over her. Yeah, because...
See, what Princess and Phlo needs to do is expose the barber and his girlfriend for allegedly lying to Corey about this whole situation. And it's a shame that they dragging them into the drama between Carmen and Corey, and that shouldn't be like that.
Because the baby is teething. If you know anything about kids, you would know that y'all don't have quick because this, like I said, this kind of stuff is what's really pissing me off because I don't like the narrative that's being dragged about Carmen being a deadbeat mom or a bad mom and just putting her kids over here. Carmen was working that day. This was during the daytime. This was not a nighttime thing where she went out to the club or she was out partying or out meeting some nigga or whatever. Stop that. That is not what happened.
And if Corey is so concerned about his kids, why he didn't watch the kids actually, while she was doing her work? But instead, he's out here bashing her.
So look, first of all, I just want to say that I don't like the fact that Carmen's being dragged as a bad mom. She's being told, everybody's trying to say that she's not taking care of the kids, this and that, and the other, because of something that was revealed that happened in our house. I don't like that. I don't like being in the middle of this whole situation. That's basically what I just woke up, so I'm like half asleep right now. But I don't like how this whole picture's being painted. So that's why we're coming on this video to tell y'all what really happened. Okay, the day that this happened was the day that I did the podcast with Carmen. Okay, for those of y'all that were watching. That was 2 months ago. Literally 2 months ago. 2 months ago, Carmen came over here and we shot a podcast.
That happened 2 months ago, and I guess the barber decided to hit Corey up and explain to him what happened with the kids. That's crazy. Why wait 2 months? If he knows that allegedly the kids was not being fed or anything like that, why wait 2 months to go tell Corey?
So this isn't new. I don't know why this is being brought up now, 2 months later. When I got a call yesterday from Carmen, basically asking me, like, what did you say to Corey? At this time, nobody really knew what the hell was going on.
Yeah, we were confused.
It was basically being said that I was talking shit
to the barber,
to a barber about Carmen's parenting. That's how it came off. And I'm like, what? I was shocked. I'm like, what barber? I didn't know what barber she was talking about, first of all. I'm like, what? And then I realized what's going on here. So I'm coming here to address this and just clear the air, okay? When I was doing the podcast with Carmen, I had to get a haircut. One of my barbers came through, cut my hair. He was here for 30 minutes. I didn't tell him that we were watching Carmen and Corey's kids because we do watch their kids sometimes.
And that's nobody's business. Nobody ever knew that we were watching them. That's nobody's business. Y'all came over here and saw that and just took it and ran with it. You felt like you had some type of information to go and run and tell somebody. Why did you feel the need to do that? Why? Those kids were perfectly fine.
We were with the kids all day. Let's just backtrack for a second.
All day we were with the kids, yeah.
We were with the kids all day. Okay, we took them outside.
They were playing.
They were playing in the backyard, in the front yard.
Let's show receipts while he's talking because this all happened on this exact day.
Yeah. We were outside playing. Took them on a walk. All that.
Here we go. Here's the walk. This is December 7th. Look at the date.
They look pretty healthy to me.
CJ.
And they look like they're well taken care of and having fun.
That's baby Kaden walking. Does he look like a child that's not being fed? Is that stomach? Look at that stomach there. Hold on. Let's go back. This is CJ right here walking with you, but this right here is baby Kaden. Okay. I'm holding his hand and we're walking. And I sent these same videos to Corey. Let's play again. This is December 7th. This is the exact day they were over here. That is CJ.
They look very healthy.
Walking with Phlo. That's baby Kaden. Look at his stomach. Let's pause it. Hold on. Because we all about receipts. I'm not finna play about it like this. Look at that belly. Y'all see that belly? Hold on. I'll put the screenshot in the video anyway, just so y'all can have a clear version, because I don't know why it's being blurred. Like, there it go. Does that look like a baby who's not being fed? Look at that belly poking out. Look at that little baby belly.
He's eating.
Let me just specify that Kaden, regular baby, got a little stomach like many babies do. He got like some chubby cheeks,
fat cheeks, like my 8-year-old,
like many babies do. It's completely normal. So it was being said that his spine was showing, his spine was poking out or something like that. As you can see in the video that she just showed you, his spine isn't poking out.
Okay, but let's just be realistic here. Okay, let's be realistic. Anybody, if you bend over real quick, you gonna feel your spine. Like stop playing. Let's stop doing that. I hate how it was just. Oh, she felt his spine. What? Huh? Like, come on now, bro. Like, did you pick up the baby? You going off what somebody else told you? Even if that were the case, you didn't pick up the baby.
So let me specifically, if you pick up the baby and they're laying over your shoulder like this, their spine, like, I know when I was a baby, when I was a kid, my spine was fucking out. Like, it's very normal, like, for you to feel a spine of a baby. I can feel my spine right now, even with my fan down.
Right, exactly. I can feel mine too, and baby, I got a little weight on my back.
So there's nothing weird about like feeling a baby's spine. His ribs aren't showing. Right. None of that stuff. You can see you just saw a video. He's just a normal baby. There's nothing like weird going on here. There's nothing like unusual going on.
Not only that, this is the same baby. He comes over, he eats. This little baby eats. Okay.
When it's time to eat, Kaden will sit at the table like a grown man.
He pulls his chair out and he sits
at the table. Yeah. He wants to eat. He don't want to be held. He don't want to be fed. He wants to eat himself.
It's just a shame that people will go out the way so far to try to destroy Carmen and make her look like a bad person. And they go to Corey and tell Corey some type of lies, because we all know that Corey will believe anything before he believed his wife and also his kids. So it's just a shame that this has have to come to this, knowing for a fact that Carmen is a good mom, and I don't think she's gonna go and not feed none of her kids. That's a shame.
And they go in our pantry and they get their own snacks, because that's how we have it set up. It's the same way at Carmen house.
Right.
You go to Carmen house, nothing but snacks. I didn't even tell my children, don't be going over there eating up all their snacks now, because my girl stayed at Carmen's house. If Carmen was such a bad mom, would I let my kids go and stay at her house? Mm-hmm. Come on now, like let's not do that.
So the whole day, we were chilling with the kids on the back porch, taking a walk. It was outside. Okay, I was chilling with them. Kaden is the type of baby, he's teething, so he likes to be held. He's drooling extra because he's teething, so he likes to be held. He's hurting, just like it's normal. So I was holding him a lot that day. So before the barber came, Leia went to the store to get some more snacks and food. We had the podcast tonight. We were gonna cook, eat. You know what I'm saying? And not have to worry about that later. We wanted to eat earlier that day. So she went to the store to go get some stuff. So while she was gone, that's when the barber showed up. We didn't know when he was going to come. He was supposed to come early. He was a little bit late. He showed up with his girl, which I didn't know. I didn't tell him that Carmen's kids were here.
Yeah, we don't never tell people that.
So he came through and he was cutting my hair. So before he got there, I was holding Kaden because he was teething. He was crying. You know what I mean? He was. Just so y'all know, this is only the second. This is 2 months ago. This is only like the second time we have a babysitter. They weren't 100% comfortable at our house. They hadn't really been here a lot of times. Now when they come, it's like
they love it here.
They're very comfortable here.
Exactly. My girls love them. They know this house better than anybody. They walk in the room, they know exactly where to go. They know where the studio at. They go in the girls' room. That's what I'm saying. It's just like y'all came over here for 30, 45 minutes. And thought y'all just knew everything about these boys and how they're living. You don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know how they're treated when they're over here. You don't know how Carmen treats her boys. Carmen is doing a damn good job with these boys.
Exactly.
He's cutting my hair now. Yeah, kids are going to cry sometimes. I heard it was mentioned that they were crying the whole time. CJ wasn't crying the whole time. He was crying.
But that's the thing. The kids is going to cry regardless. They're going to be crying because they're tired. They're going to be crying because they're hungry. They're going to be crying because they don't feel good. They're going to be crying because they're teething. They're going to be crying regardless. And for them to go back and tell Corey such a lie is just crazy to me, because they doing, especially Corey. If Corey was so concerned about the safety of his kids, why he came to Princess and Phlo house and, see what was going on. But instead, you're going by what other people is telling you and you believe in them. That's crazy.
Crying a little bit because his tablet was dead. So he was just kind of like, bored. So I got him his tablet. He was on his tablet. He chilled out. He was good. He wasn't really crying much. The one that was crying was Kaden. Kaden's a baby, okay? Babies cry.
Exactly.
That's just what it is. Babies cry, okay? I wasn't holding him at that moment. Like I said, he was teething. There's nothing that unusual about a baby crying.
It's not.
He wasn't hungry. He didn't need his diaper changed. It was nothing like that. He's just teething and he wanted to be held. He don't even want to be held as much now. But 2 months ago, he was in that mode where he wanted to be held. Babies go through stages. It just is what it is.
Right.
We can't judge them. It's like this whole situation is making us look like we're bad babysitters, number one.
And that's a shame.
Number two is making Carmen look bad, like she's a bad mom. Okay? So while he's cutting my hair, his girl, the barber's girl who came as well, picked up Kaden, tried to help out with him crying. I guess she was complaining, seeing he was drooling. That's normal.
He was drooling because he was seething. I have another video in my phone. He was drooling all the time.
And just to specify, the barber never picked up the baby.
Right.
When I talked to him, he said that his girl told him that Caden's spine was like showing or something. I'm like, yo, you guys seen the video? There's nothing about that going on. There was no spine or whatever.
Look. This is baby Caden. The same day, crawling up the steps. Look. This is. I sent Corey these same videos. Okay, look. CJ. Say Yahweh. I teach them Yahweh because that's what we do in our household. Okay. He running. His shirt has drool on it. Yes, because he's teething. Say Yahweh. CJ, say Yahweh. Wait, come here. These babies are perfectly fine. They're happy. They're playing on the stairs. Like, come on now. I just hate that this had to come to this. Like, y'all so wrong for anybody to come over here and gather whatever little piece of information that y'all gathered from that little time that y'all were here to go and run that back to Corey. Like, that was very messy. Mm-hmm. That was very, very messy. And then my problem is with Corey is the fact that, like, after all this happened, you sat on the phone, bro, and you listened to this man that you don't even know. You sat up here and listened to this barber talk about your kids and what's happening and da-da-da. Not one time did you ask for proof. You just sitting up here, you listen, you crying, you doing all this extra stuff. And not one time without proof, not one time did you ask for proof. You have no proof. You have no pictures. You have no video.
Let me tell you something. If that was my kids and somebody come and tell me that this person did this and you know, it's not taking care of the kid right and the spine is on and I'm away from them, my first thing is I'm going to do is go right to my kids to see if they're okay, if something is going on. Corey was going by what this barber had to say, and then you got Phlo and Princess phone number. Why didn't you call and hit them up or FaceTime them to see if everything was good with the kids? But you didn't do that because why are you trying to do your hardest to bring down Carmen and make her seem that she was a bad person?
None of that. Just somebody calling you on the phone. Yeah, bro, I was with your kids and I saw your kids. And it's given, really, you just wanted something to just go and tell Corey. You just really wanted to get on somebody's phone and just get on that man's phone and just talk. That's just me being real. I don't understand.
My thing is, like, the main issue is it was 2 months past. You know, if this was something, nothing even happened.
Right.
But if you felt like there was something to say that was so vital and so important, then it was 2 months that passed. So that's the reason why I think it has something to do with attention. Trying to just want attention. Because, bro, waited 2 months.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like this happened 2 months ago. And not only that, Corey, after this whole thing happened, as far as Corey's concerned, me and Phlo, when we got these phone calls and people hitting us like, hey, what happened with the barber? What happened at the house? What happened with the kids? We're like, whoa, what? So we're hitting the barber. We're hitting Corey like, hey, Corey, well, Corey's on live. So I'm like, Phlo calling him, hey, bro, hit me. Hit him on Instagram. Hitting him, trying to figure, hey, bro, I'm going to call you and talk to you so I can, you know, let you know our side of the story, what actually happened at our house, what's going on with your kids. I sent Corey a very long message explaining to him what happened that day, sending him the videos of him and his, sending him the videos of his children. Not one time did Corey respond. He just left us on scene. So it's like, you care so much about these kids. Talk to you about it.
Because when this was going on, I wanted to clear it up.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to do this video or nothing like that. I wanted to clear it up with Corey. Like, yo, hold on. Because when you're listening to people, you should listen to people you actually know.
Exactly.
And I actually know you. And I could have told you what happened because I said that Corey was like, nobody called me. Nobody told me what happened. There was nothing.
There was no reason to call you.
There was no reason. Because nothing happened during this. The kids were here. They were getting babysitted. Nothing unusual happened.
With those kids.
Carmen had some stuff to shoot.
Yeah, she was working that day.
It wasn't like she was going out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We were just watching the kids. She was shooting, and even if she was, I mean, whatever.
And like, so what? That's her business.
That's her life. But I'm just saying, like, in that specific time, that's what was going on. She had things to do.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with somebody babysitting somebody else's children. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Carmen letting somebody that she trusts, because I'm her friend, babysit her children. Corey, you've been to my house. There's no reason why you should ever feel like there's something wrong over here, or they're in danger, or they're in bad hands. No, they're in perfect hands when they're over here. This is the best place they can be, sweetie. We have our children are very disciplined. Like I said, everything is on schedule. They come over here when your kids come over here. They're getting bathed. They're getting fed. They go to sleep at a certain time. We don't play that over here. So this is the best place they can be. But you didn't have fun. We take them outside to play. They go on walks. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, they play with my other cousins sometimes when they're over here. Like,
and we teach them some things.
We teach them about Yahweh, since I know you're about Yahweh now and stuff like that. Like, I was born and raised a Hebrew Israelite. I was born in Yahweh. That's all I know. So I'm teaching your boys, you know what I'm saying, discipline. I'm teaching them morals, moral behavior. My whole issue with listen to a whole phone call with somebody that you don't know. You never gave the people a chance to. The people, the actual people that you know, I've watched your kids before at your own house. There was no reason for you to ever think that anything was wrong with your kids being over here or something was wrong with your kids while they were here. If you cared so much about it, you should have just cleared it up with us. But the fact that you never cleared it up with us, it's like, okay, bro, like.
And I just want to touch on one thing. Okay, it was said in the video, in the live, that I told the barber not to mention this to Corey.
Wow.
I told the barber not to mention this to anybody.
Exactly.
That the kids were here. I'm going to tell you why. Because this isn't my business. Whatever is going on between Carmen and Corey, whatever they're dealing with, that's what they're dealing with. And just to make one thing clear, this isn't about choosing sides, okay? Right. Because this is what I think. You guys might not understand this. Some of you may. But when it comes to relationships and breakups, I don't feel like there's just a right and a wrong. It's not like this person's right, this person's wrong. It's more like they're both have some things they're right about, and they both have some things they're wrong about. It's not just one or the other. It's not how the world works. Both of them are right in some ways, both of them are wrong. It's not my place to judge or to talk on that, but I'm just saying, I'm not choosing sides. I'm not saying none of that. But when there's a relationship going on, a breakup, and somebody asks me to babysit, and it's for the kids,
yeah.
I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to call Corey and be like, hey, I'm babysitting your kids, just so you know. I mean, I could.
But there's nothing wrong with the kids.
There's no reason for me to do that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because that's not my business. Whatever you got going on, that's y'all's business. I'm not going to get in the middle of it. That's the thing about me. I'm not the type of person to get in the middle of shit. The same reason I don't want to be doing this video and be involved in this shit is I'm the type of person that stays out of drama. I stay away from it. If it has nothing to do with me, I don't interject myself in the middle of it. Yeah. Okay? So back to what I was saying about Corey.
All right, so I'm just going to leave it here. It's a shame that Princess's Phlo is, being dragged into the Carmen and Corey drama situation. But like I said, if I was them, I would have exposed the barber and his girlfriend, because at this point, why would you go back and tell allegedly a lie to Corey, knowing how Corey right now is fuming with Carmen, and knowing that's going to cause them more drama, which is already causing them drama and stuff like that. But overall, it just said that Phlo and Princess had been, dragged into this situation. And hopefully they will continue to watch Carmen's kids while she, she goes out and work and make money for them. Hopefully this isn't, didn't ruin up, I guess, the friendship for Carmen and for Princess. But anyway, guys, just leave a comment down below and let me know how you feel about this whole situation. And I'll see you next time with another Jenny Reaction.